On today's episode of Bucked Up.
I don't even know. Like, I just was a wild boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was tripping and shit. And then the pandemic happened, and I really just had like a lot of time to like sit with my actions and be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you really want to do with your shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Glad we made it work.
Hell yeah, dog. How you feeling?
Good. How was your shit? 1 to 10.
It was pretty good, man. I give it like a 6. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go grab my girl some headphones so she could watch TikTok and not be annoyed.
You should have grabbed him before you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, yo, you're right. You're right. Rookie mistake. It's
A
my
six
first time
doesn't
on
sound
here.
good to me.
My first time on here, man. Come on, cut me some slack, please. You know what I'm saying?
Are you on the
Are you-
TikTok train?
What happened?
Are you on the TikTok train?
Uh, Kinda like so. I do it every now and then. Um, like I'll just throw one up, but it's I don't ever really. I think that whole kind of niche of artists is kind of corny, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't really want to like push too hard on that
I
type
mean, do
of.
you watch TikToks?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I watch TikToks. I watch TikToks with my girl and shit. I like memes though, you know what I'm saying? So like I like weird TikToks, like shit that's just like random, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
motherfuckers like Indonesian motherfuckers like washing a car, you know what I'm saying? Like just like talking shit to each other, like shit like that. And I'm like, oh, this is ill. Like, how'd they even get this footage? You know what I'm saying?
You know what videos I know are rotting our brain? Where it's
Which
just GTA playing on the bottom screen and
Oh, bro,
people.
I would tell my girl that, bro, because like, yo, so like she, my girl got a little TikTok clout, so like she be on TikTok. Shout out Mecca Maraschino, you know what I'm saying? But I would be like, laying up in bed with her. She'd be on the TikTok, and it would be like the split screen, and it would be like some random regular stuff, and then it would be like a nature video on the bottom or like some random shit. And I'd be like, yo, like that's not good. And I was like, why is it like that? And she's like, because people's attention spans are bad. And I'm like, and we're gonna like buy into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, that is super brain rot when you know what I'm saying? And it's like crazy that people have hacked it to the point of like, yeah, we're gonna put this interview up, but it's also gonna be like a shootout happening in COD or fucking GTA driving or just some random shit going on. It's like that is not what is supposed to. There's a lot of shit entering your brain at once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like whenever I go down this rabbit hole, I feel like I'm talking like we need good Christian values again, which is not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's like there is shit that like feels good, but you shouldn't do. Like if you
Right.
eat McDonald's every day, that's great. But like it tastes great, but that's not your body's gonna fall apart. It's
Vices
like
are a particular thing, my G. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta own up to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to know that what you're doing is wrong. And then if you know that and you still want to do it, then go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
what are your vices?
I mean, it's smoking weed a vice because I do that all day long.
Yeah, that's my vice. That's
Yeah,
my vice.
but
I'm
like it's
getting my
technically
bong before this.
it's legal now. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's not, but we'll shrooms and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really push it further than the shrooms, but I like me some shrooms too. You know what I'm saying? And obviously plenty of other glorious things.
How many motherfuckers go like, oh, but when I was your age, I was wild. Like you're really
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now
dictate.
people be on that shit heavy, and it's like on some. I don't even know. Like I get what they. It's like a. I like how you trying to relate. You know what I'm saying? I don't. What I don't like. What I don't like is the motherfuckers who be on some like trying to big bro and little bro you at the same time. Where it's like, yo, I don't like you bigging me up, but you also like not bigging me up, you know what I'm saying, with the backhand. I'm like, I don't really know about all of that, you know what I'm saying?
They think you're like dumb because you're young, but you wouldn't be
Yeah,
where you are if you were dumb type shit.
right. And it's like, how old are you? You like you in
I'm
your 20s?
26. I'm
Yeah.
26.
So like you're like right in the middle. So it's kind of to the point of like, like there's certain shit that like, like we're more equipped for certain shit in this new world where it's like
Mhm.
we appreciate the way that you went about it in that sense, but at the same time, it's like there's new ways to do things, and you can't really stay super stubborn on your ways. And like, there's exceptions to the rules, Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But like there's certain shit like motherfuckers is gonna move a little quicker. At the same time, you know, it's important for younger people to interact with older dudes and for older dudes to interact with the younger cats so they both can kind of get a feel on shit because there are methods that probably shouldn't have been phased out and there's shit in the new age that's whack, but there's always been shit that's whack. So I mean it's really just a question of how you gonna navigate it, you know what I'm saying, as an individual.
Yeah, people hate on me because I like fun music. Like, because I and it's like, damn, why can't I listen to like,
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's like especially in like the kind of like world of hip hop that we're in, like it's definitely a lot of like don't smile, like it's like let's just beat people up,
if this music makes you want to dance, it's gay. That's the like,
Right, and
you know
motherfuckers
what
be
and
hating
it's like,
on it.
why? Like, why can't I enjoy this shit?
100%. You know what I'm saying? Like people be afraid of a couple extra hi hats. You know what I'm saying? It's like the hi hats are not gonna kill you, bro. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now, like it's definitely but that also isn't. I wouldn't really put that as an age thing too. And I mean, certain times it is, but a lot of the time, I think it's also just like certain people get really closed into a certain mindset of like this is the type of music that I have to listen to. And it's beautiful because there's so much music out nowadays that if you're like this is the type of music I'm only listening to this, you got like still got 1,000 people you could listen to and you never got to turn on mainstream radio one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna speak from experience first, and then I want to hear what you feel about this. I love people know what I love from what I interview and from my music. But I
Right.
feel like when I was just talking to the like certain type of music, because I listen to everything. If I went on my top artist, Yeet is probably four. You know what I mean? Like I like shit like that even. It's like I didn't want to be boxed in because I want to enjoy what I want to enjoy because that's what made me me. You know what I mean?
100%. And for me it's a point where like I do definitely put myself in somewhat of a box, like a wide box, you know what I'm saying? But like I listen to so much shit like that, is in the realm of just like boom bap and it could be older shit, it could be blog era shit, it could be fucking mixtape shit, it could be Griselda shit, drumless shit, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I
Dude,
got all of
whatever.
that shit in my top 10 too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit is dope. But then it's like sometimes I'll hear like a Sade song and I'll be like, wow, like I had some like reggae, a dance hall shit, and like some real like music shit, like some Al Green, and I'm like, yo, this is mad beautiful to the ears, like like I'll be like forgetting that like there'd be whole music joints that got like shit, and then it's the same shit. Like yo, I fucking like love like Future just because like he just fucking be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with like you know Gunna is dumb tough, and G Herbo is one of my favorite. But G Herbo got a lot of content in his shit. But it's good to kind of just have different shit hit your ear. You know what I'm saying? Hit your ear in different pockets. So it's important to like make sure you get the entirety of that. You know what I'm saying? And you're not just hitting the same target every time because if you look at a target, obviously you want to hit the bullseye, but it's not like you can't like if you still hitting the mark somewhere, you still putting points on the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you had Gun's favorite rapper of all time is Young Dolph. Like,
Right.
You don't have to make something. You can enjoy something, not have to.
Nah, and I feel like
Did
it's
your family
important.
like rap and shit? Because like mine did. My mom loved Lil Wayne. My dad loved like Ice
Like,
Cube and
so
shit.
I got like they definitely was more on the classic rock and shit, but you know, I got a iPod when I was younger that had mad music on it. And it was like the basic hip hop shit. Like it was like Biggie and like Eminem, DMX, like Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Like
But they weren't
MOP.
putting it on you. That you found it on your own.
Yeah, like, you know, and then like luckily, like, you know, there was enough good rap or good enough rap being played on the radio when I was younger, like Kanye or Drake or Lil Wayne or Eminem and shit like that. So, you know, before it was like weird Eminem, boy, you know, so it was like I was hearing like a good amount of that. And like, you know, I guess the way I always say it, like I feel like rap was easiest for me to visualize, you know what I'm saying? And it was like very literal. So, you know what I'm saying? Like it made like the most sense to me in that like I could really like see it like it was a movie or like a book or like something like that. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, I guess I was just more drawn to the lyrics of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how your brain worked. That's how you.
Yeah. And then like I also had a huge phase where I was just taking like a lot of acid and like listening to like OD like Travis and like ASAP Rocky and like Kid Cudi and like mad like shit like that, Kanye, just like booming my brain out, like being like, yo, like everything I do gotta sound psychedelic. And now I just am like, I make really dope music that you should smoke some fucking weed to and like chill. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like I feel like the main goal of my shit is just like smoke some fucking weed and like when you hear the bars, just be like, oh, that was fire. Like that was a good bar.
How early were you getting? Were you getting?
I'm like probably like 14. Like first year of high school really was like when I really started. Like I smoked for the first time like summer of 8th grade going into high school. So, but it was you know, right into high school, it just became something where like I had a lot of access to it. And then like by the middle of freshman year, I was like selling and like shit. You know, I just got really quickly into like I smoked and then I started smoking every day. And then I started doing runner shit. And then I started copping my own shit. And then I just started, you know, like scrambling, just picking up a little extra money. You know what I'm saying? And then to be honest, like I didn't really like selling weed because so many people sold weed. So I started selling like acid and shrooms and shit like that because it was an easier sell. It was less pressure on the market. You know what I mean?
Do you think music influences that, or do
Oh,
you?
100%, 100,000%, bro. Like I was like trying to be fucking like ASAP Rocky. Like I was like trying to be like Mac Miller and like Flatbush Zombies and like all of those motherfuckers. Like that's like literally like who I thought I was, which is why I'm very grateful that now I'm like am someone who's like getting closer towards that when I could have just burnt my whole brain out and been a motherfucker wilding, which happens to most people.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like it's definitely cool. And like, you know, I kind of look at that time I don't like frown upon it because it definitely like shaped me in a good way, but it's also like very scary and kind of dark to think about going off the deep end through them shits. Like I still don't touch no acid because that shit scares me. Like I probably tripped like 40 times in the span of like probably like a year and a half type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really
Why? Why do you think you went the one way instead of the other?
what do you mean?
Like
Oh,
you
like
said, it was like a razor's edge that you could
I
have
mean I
worked
got a
out.
good
Like,
head
why
on
do
my
you think you
I got a good
turned
head
out
on
a
my
success
shoulders.
story, you know?
Right. And I mean I got a good head on my shoulders and at the end of the day, like you know, like I worked hard. Like that's what it is. It's like I didn't just sit there on my stoner shit. Like I got these big plans, dude. Like I'm gonna do this. Like nah, like I really did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about it and I was gonna do it. And then I learned I don't even want to talk about it to motherfuckers. I'm gonna just do it. You know what I'm saying? Cause you talk about your shit to motherfuckers, it blow up the whole energy. You know what I'm saying? So I like keeping shit on the low and then just doing it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy how time and time again I'll be like, yo, don't talk about it. because it won't happen if I talk about it.
Yo,
And
for
then
real.
I'll talk
Yo,
about
it's
it. Like
such a
I'll just like be
oh. And then
drinking,
I'm like,
smoking,
oh, and then
and it'll
and then
like
like a
leave
week
my
later,
lips, and I'll
and
be
then a
like,
week
God.
later you get the text like, oh, it's not happening. And I'm like, yo, you fucked it up. You literally just had to not say anything. Like
Yeah.
and like motherfuckers be feeling away, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, oh, like I'm sitting on this shit. And they're like, what? And I'm like, bro, like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to like and then there's like unwritten rules, like you know what I'm saying, like you gotta it's just like it's OD shit, dog. I hate that though.
It's like rules of the universe. That's like you.
Yo, for real. And they be trying to like play with your shit, yo. It's like, damn, like I really can't tell nobody like this great news that's supposed to happen to me, but now it won't happen to me because I shared them because I told my mother about this. Like, damn, like really?
Yeah.
I fumbled the Kanye West feature because my mom's know. Like, come on, man.
what what was the like turning point? Like what was the did you have the darkness before the storm type shit?
Yeah, few times, bro. Like, I don't even know. Like, I just was a wild boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was tripping and shit. And then the pandemic happened, and I really just had like a lot of time to like sit with my actions and be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you really gonna do with your shit, you know what I mean? And I really just did my shit.
But like to do what you do, you have to have a moment that you take yourself seriously, you know?
Okay. Um, like there's been a few to be honest, like, but um, honestly, I kind of had that moment. Like, there's like smaller fractions of it, but I had that moment like recently. To be honest, like in my last trip to LA, like I really was like, wow, like all right, like this is a real reality for me that I'm really close to, if not already in. So I just need to do it, you know? Like that's really what it like I left that trip with like a whole different mentality on this shit because I know like the direction and everything that I'm trying to do. And I've been on that, but that was just it was definitely a reassuring moment. You know what I'm saying? And
What
yeah,
happened out there?
I just got in with a lot of good people. You know what I'm saying? I linked up with Muggs and Evidence, and I did a show. I brought Mayhem out, sold out the show, like came out for with AK the Savior, Ak the Savior at Flatbush Zombie Show at the Wiltern in LA. I shot a music video out there. You know, it just was good, bro. It felt really good to be out there. It felt like I had a reason to be out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I definitely look forward to going back for sure.
Why why do you think people relate why do you think people relate to you being so young?
Because everyone was young. Like it's something where like, you know, that's actually a really great question. And I'm glad that you asked that, but it's a really simple answer in that like 80% of people, rap fans kind of like went through like people see themselves in me just because they're like, oh, he's like a young wild dude, like he smokes mad weed and he loves rap music. Like that was me. Like he got a wild group of homies and they write graffiti. Like yo, they wear the same clothes we used to wear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope. Like, and we just doing that shit because we fuck with it. You feel me? But, you know, that's definitely like some ill shit. And at the same time, I don't try to front like I'm super gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to like do the brick talk. Like, I don't push bricks, yo. I sold some weed in high school. I sold some acid. You know what I'm saying? Sold some coke to white bitches and shit at parties. But like, a lot of people did that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not Tony Montana flipping 10 bricks on a yacht. Like, nah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that, man. Like I smoked weed with my homies on the stoop. You know what I'm saying? I got like kicked out of parties and shit. Like that's what I did. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody did that if you was really outside and shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people have lost that essence. So to see me and to see a group of people around me that's all kind of on that time in it, I think it speaks to a lot of people. Um, and yeah, it's like it's cool shit because like you know, I got kids in the suburbs who think I'm super tough, and then I got like serious street dudes who fuck with me because I'm not super tough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and that's why it's cool because they're like, oh, you're just being yourself, you know? Like you just keep, and it's not like I'm pussy. It's not like I'm on some backpack like peace to the world shit. But I'm like just keeping it. I'm just keeping it funky. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just
Yeah.
being myself. And that's the thing I realized.
You're gonna be 30. You're gonna put your hair up in a man bun and put out an acoustic.
Right, like yo, like I always say, like I ain't cutting my hair until it's gonna be news that I cut my hair. You know what I mean? Like like it's gonna need to be some TMZ, like Lord Skull, like
No, but you
fuck.
want.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be like, damn, like y'all motherfuckers on my dick. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I like sell pieces of my hair.
No, but
You know
you
what
are
I
yourself.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I realized that, you know what I mean? Like I realized like on some shit, it's like people fuck with me for being myself. You know what I mean? Like people like it's cool. Like I don't have to front on no gimmick shit. I could just really be like some fucking Newport smoking white boy from Uptown. You know what I mean? And just talk shit. You know what I mean? Like that's like, and the thing that's beautiful about that is like I'm gonna mature. Like I can't talk about this forever. I got like 2 to 3 more years to talk about this. I feel like, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna need to talk about like other shit. I'm gonna need to talk about like doing bigger shit, which is gonna be what I'm doing. You know, I'm gonna need to be like, I run businesses, like I go to the gym. Like I don't fucking go to the gym. Like I got shit I need to discover. You know what I mean? I've been in like 4 states, my G. Like
I went to the gym today. Shut the fuck. And I
I've been,
listened to
but
your
like you know what I'm
music.
saying? Like I'm just saying though, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have
No,
like a family
I
one
feel
day,
you.
and
You
I'm
go
gonna need
back
to
to
like
my.
talk about like being a family man, and that's gonna be dope, you know?
Yeah. I love
And
that
that's gonna be
shit.
ill.
Yeah. That's what I love about the podcast is because, like, if you go to my interviews, like with Rome or Crime, like 2 years ago, I was just tripping the night before, and I'm like, what? Like, just going
Yeah,
crazy. Now, like,
right.
damn, like, that's just not who I am anymore, you know? Like, I definitely am a more matured person than when I started. And it's cool when your art form can be your journal, you know?
Right.
Like, you'll be able
Yo,
to see your growth.
100%. Yo, you drop an album every year, it's like a motherfucker is gonna get like a real insight into you, you know? Like, and the fact that I'm starting so young, it's like, you know, knock on wood that I get to make albums until I'm 50 years old. Like, that's gonna be a crazy thing to see a motherfucker grow from being 17, 16 years old to being like 50 something years old making music still, you know what I mean? Like, that's some wild ass shit, you know what I mean?
How do you feel about seeing rappers younger than you?
If they're dope, then it's dope, bro. Like I fuck with dope shit, you know. I'm a harsh critic, but if your shit is ill, then I'm gonna give you your flowers like 100 times. You know what I mean?
In the back of your head, do you wish you started sooner, or are you happy with?
Nah, the fuck, I got an early start on motherfuckers.
All right, good. I'm glad you feel that.
Like,
You know how a lot of people are like,
bro, I don't want to be like Lil Bow Wow. You know, if I started any younger, it would have been like gimmicky. It would have been like he's a kid rapper, like he's like 15, and people already like did that with the like 18 and like bro, people still be like 18-year-old. I'm like, yo, I'm 19. I turned 20 in 2 months. Like, y'all gonna need to dead that shit like kind of soon. Like, I'm not Jason Tatum, you know? But like I kind
yeah.
of want it to be a Jason Tatum thing. Like, I hope I'm 27 and motherfuckers is like 19-year-old MC. Like, I'm gonna be like, word, like, appreciate that. But yeah, bro, if I was 15, then it's gimmicky, and then it's like, yo, check this kid out, you know? Not like, yo, this kid is dope. You know, it's like the emphasis is on kid, not the kid being dope, you know?
I
Like
think it is
Nas was
because,
the
but
same
I think
age.
it's because of the world you're in. Because like
Not
your
it
age
is, but like,
rappers,
bro,
if your age
I
rappers are a different genre, they don't
yeah.
get questioned that their age is
Oh, okay. If you're
about that.
talking about in that realm, yeah, like, bro, I did a show with Netspend and Xavier Sobase, like, couple, like, not too long ago. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but like, they're on some like underground shit, like kids wilding. But like, you know, that ain't really my scene for me. But I really am also intrigued by it, and I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But I also think a lot of that is just like they don't. The thing that's cool about me is that I got fans ranging from ages of like 10 to like fucking like 50 something years old, bro. I'm saying
Yeah.
like I got like people with kids my age who like rocking my shit, you know, which is like ill for real. Like that's to me, like I think a really so I'm trying to get in charge for this shit.
Oh,
That's like a really powerful statement. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, I feel you. But it is funny though, but it's because the music that you make and the people you are with are older, so it's like you're scaled to that. Well, I don't know. It's funny though, because a lot of those like trappier, like the hypnotic, like the Playboy Cardi inspired generation is your age, but I feel like they're not talked about being young. They're just
No,
talking
that's
about that's like young music. But your
right.
music isn't like no one would be like, that's
Music,
young
nah,
person music. No 45-year-old would hear your shit and be like, that's that young person music. It's just good music.
right, yeah,
You
right,
know?
100%. Turn the light on. And then my fault. Hold up.
All good.
Right behind you. Yeah.
What type of old person do you think you're gonna be?
Um, this might be depressing, but sometimes I don't know if I'm gonna like grow old. Like I sometimes like just think I'm gonna die really young, which is a depressing thing to say. But if I'm an old person, I'm gonna probably just be like fat and like have like Versace glasses on and like probably on some like, you know, I'll just have like a little house in LA, like a fucking like, you know, nice one.
I
And
feel like
like
you gotta not think about the dead shit.
I gotta not. I really
I,
gotta
I
not.
was gonna let you go so I could get a good clip about you talking about being fat, but I'm just gonna dead that and I'm gonna
Yeah.
like give you some real shit because I feel that I felt that same way when I was younger. But like, I really think it's because you have success at a young age and you don't believe how you got it, so you believe it's
Yeah.
gonna go away some point. But if you
Yeah,
put
that's
that
true.
on yourself,
I
then
don't I
that
don't believe that. I don't believe that. It's just it's an anxiety, it's a fear of mine.
yeah,
That
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Because
Because
you
like
don't want to
look,
lose what you have. You don't want to
yeah,
lose the like traction you got.
100%. And it's also like, you know, yeah, it's just, you know, you're definitely correct on that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be an old fat guy with Versace glasses for sure.
I got Versace. I'm 26. I'm pretty fat, and I got Versace glasses. You can. It's not
So
as
I
hard as
gotta up the standards. Is that what you're
yeah.
saying?
It's not that hard. Go to Lens Crafters, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. So
Got my
there's this
Versace.
lens crafters that's right next to my OG Chris Dow got a skate shop. There's this lens crafters right next door that gets robbed every day because they can't do anything. Like if you just go in the store and you rob it, like they can't chase you or anything. Like it's like a store policy. So I could just go like get
You,
some.
you see tomorrow on
Yeah, like yeah,
on your way. Get some McDonald's. Gain a few pounds. You're good.
yeah, true. But nah, they started like putting the cops like right in front because it would get robbed every day, literally. You would just go in there and be like, "Thank you, I'm leaving," and they'd be like, "Okay, like
Who's
we need to
wrong,
call the
bro?
cops."
They're like, can you can you get me my prescription before I rob you?
Yeah, yeah, word. Like polite ass robberies. Like, hey, like you know, I don't really like the turtle shells. Like, do you have them in a darker shade? Oh yeah, right here. Oh, thank you very much. Hey, I'm gonna take these. Oh, okay. We're gonna call the police, but we can't chase you. So have a nice day. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking
They do
lens
this
crafters.
thing in my town, or not in my town. Well, they do it in my town, but they do it in small towns now. I don't know if they do it in the city, where they'll like take the pictures of the people shoplifting until they shoplift over
They're
the
like
like.
that's like a old school thing. Like I like that's like a lot of like more like it's like they'll do that at like smaller businesses type shit like that are like run on like a more like smaller level type shit, you know? Like it's either that, but I've also seen it with like I feel like I've seen it in like a Macy's before. But like they have it like mad small, like behind like the register at the Macy's, you know?
Yeah. What's the craziest acid trip you have out of those 40
Ah,
acid trips?
ah. So there's a few. Um Shit. I mean, like I took acid and drank Molly water at Gov Ball one year, and I was just super high. Like I was just bugging. Like that was just like some actual like euphoric state of mind. Like it literally felt like I was like awake in a dream, and I was like controlling my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. Like I just remember like seeing some dude who had like a like some type of pattern on his shirt, and I just was like, yo, like your fucking shirt, bro. Like, let me see your shirt, man. Like, and I just remember like there was another thing where like, you know how music festivals be where like you try and keep all your friends like stay together. I just remember like that, like, oh yeah, like we lost my homie for like a minute and then we seen him and like I gave him a hug, yo. Like I was like so happy to see him. I was like, yo, like because it was like he like died. Like it was like,
Yeah, you
damn,
feel
like
like a pet. You feel like a pet when your owner
yeah,
comes
it's like,
back
yo, he's
home.
gone. Yeah, yo, bro, for real. Like I was bugging. And then I remember that day that there was a sundown, the sunset, and I like literally cried. Like I was like, this is so beautiful. Like, and it was like a regular sunset. It was like, you know, it had like that nice pink, but I literally was like crying, bro. Like not even like sobbing, but I just was like, it made me mad emotional to see that for real,
Who
you
are
know?
you
Like,
seeing perform?
what happened?
Bro, maybe you should get your hair cut before TMZ writes about it.
I don't
Just for
know, man.
ease. Just for, all right. Name top three things that your hair makes difficult in life.
Eating, lighting blunts, like clips, and just sometimes like it looks really dumb if I don't have a hat on.
Have you ever lit your hair on fire?
Yes, multiple times, bro. One time I was at Gold Bar with Static, and I don't even know what happened, but I like leaned across the table to grab my drink, and my hair like went in a candle, and it like like it was nuts. Like, and I was like, oh shit. But I was mad smooth about it. I was like, nothing happened. And they were like, yo,
Never had a real
they were
cut.
like, yo, they were like, yo, did your hair just get on fire? I was like, yeah, happens. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, so I just was like, I gotta stand on this. Like I ain't
Yeah,
go,
what? Your
yo,
hair
the whole
does
night,
this? Fucking
I
pussy ass.
had, like burnt ass hair in my face, and I'm like, yeah, you know, just regular things,
It
you know,
has
like
such a
fuck that.
specific smell. You
Oh, so
know?
gross, bro. Did you ever have like long ass hair, like caveman?
Not like yours, because my hair just turns to like Will Ferrell like fro.
Oh, okay, all
I
right,
just get like Jew fro, you
right.
know?
Nah, I
I'm
feel
not
that.
even Jewish. I get the Jew fro, fucking
Yeah. What's your background?
fucking old school white. I don't know. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I never did
Son is bread and butter right here. You know what I mean?
like fucking like English, French, Scottish, Irish, like
Yeah,
just fucking like the shitty whites. Like I don't know.
right.
How about
Stand.
you? How
I'm
about
a
you?
I'm like an Irish Jew.
Yeah, Sam Buck. That's the
Yeah,
whitest name. You know what I
right.
mean?
It's a pretty whitewashed name. I ain't gonna front on you, but you know, it is what it is.
What's yours? You said
Irish Jew.
Irish Jew?
Got some though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, word. I mean, what part of Mass you from? Because I got family in Mass as well.
Yeah, I'm from middle. I'm actually, it's funny. I started the podcast in this room, and for the first time, I'm moving next month.
Oh
I'm
damn.
I'm not gonna
Where you
say
going?
I won't say the town. Don't say the town your family lives in either, just for like
Okay, yeah.
weirdos on
Take
the
it
internet.
easy.
But I'm moving
Take
to like the middle of nowhere in the woods. I like that type.
awesome. You got in a little cabin, little
Yeah,
log cabin.
cabin in uh-huh.
You gonna hotbox the
Could you
log
ever
cabin.
move out? Could you ever leave the city?
Ah man, like honestly, like I'm such a city person though. Like I hate like even like going to my grandma's for the weekend, I'll be like, what do I do? Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to drive. Like I ain't built for this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I either want to be in LA or New York type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Does the woods scare you?
Nah, it doesn't scare me, but I just don't wanna like be there to be honest.
You think you could survive like
Uh I think so.
24 hours in the woods?
24 I could do. I feel like a week it would get challenging. Like after like the 3 day mark, do I get to like bring any supplies with me or like am I just there?
I
Do I
guess
even
I
do I
couldn't
get like
even
a
do that.
hatchet? Like the
I don't
book,
know
you
why
know
I'm
the book?
saying that. Like I
Remember
could.
Hatchet?
You
The
get a
motherfucker with
hatchet.
do
Yeah,
I get one? Do I get
you
one?
get a
Because
hatchet. Yeah,
if
you
you
get
give
a
me a
hatchet.
hatchet, I'm making it to at least day 3 or 4. Keep it
Yeah.
a buck.
That's how I feel in the city. Give me a hatchet. I'll make it a few days.
That's pretty good. I will, yeah. I mean, I, I I don't need a hatchet, just a switchblade. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good. But hatchet is
Cutting.
definitely necessary in the woods. So I don't need a switchblade. I don't want to give a buck 50 to a bear, some bullshit. Just give me some fucking berries. I'm saying, let me get like I need like the equivalent to like a fentanyl test kit for drugs for like berries, but like poison. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna pick the berries and be like, all right, like let's see. And it'll be like, nah, these is just wild berries. Like you valid. Like you good on the raspberries. But if it's like touch this berry again and you will fucking die, I will not touch that berry again. Or
They
I'll
have
fucking
to have.
die.
Same with mushrooms. I need that for mushrooms.
Yeah.
The test is it gonna
But
kill
most I
me?
feel like I don't even know. Like mushrooms are a funny case, you know what I'm saying? Cause like isn't it like yo, don't they grow magic mushrooms and cow shit? Like I hate thinking
They
about that.
used to. They don't anymore.
No, they still do, don't
No,
they?
they don't. No, they don't. I can tell you, it's not like maybe they get like, no, I know for a fact they don't. Who do you know has a cow? What plug? What plug do you know
No,
has
it's the
a magic
plugs are not
room?
cultivating it. It's like some motherfucker in like Scotland being like,
What no?
"Oi, like,
What are you talking
yo,
about?
yeah, like, like,
And then you get an eighth for fucking $15. It would be way more expensive. I do love the
it would
plug
be more
in
expensive if
market.
they fucking cultivated the cows themselves and then just order a fucking pound of dried mushrooms to their fucking house in a
Do
turkey
it in a
bag."
tub. You can do it in like
What?
a plastic tub.
No, I know that. I know people who have grown mushrooms, but I still thought you needed cow shit to do it.
I mean, maybe, but I just want to go down the fucking plug with the second bedroom that has a cow in it just for fucking mushrooms.
Word. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what it is. You want to hear some crazy shit I found out? You don't know why mad like millionaires be getting like farm animals? Because then you pay like the farm tax. You buy like a horse and like a sheep, and you
Mm.
grow some fucking oats or whatever, and you paying like the farmer's tax. You're not paying a billionaire's tax because you technically own like farmland and some constitutional shit. You could be making $1 billion, but if you got a little farm, you paying that old McDonald tax, my G. Like,
There's so many like like it's like you think that someone who has a charity is a good thing, but they're just doing that so they can write it off on their taxes.
right? Yeah, yeah. No, I've
It's
seen.
like cars. You can write your car off if you put like a sticker with your business on it.
Well, bro, like what's cool about being a rapper is like I could almost write almost everything off that I do. Like to be quite honest with you, like not like like obviously there's shit that I can't like if I'm just going to see my mom's, but like almost all of my friends are artists. So if I'm going to link them, it's for some artist or business related things. If I gotta get take an Uber to get there, that's transportation. If I gotta wear a coat, if I gotta buy a coat that I'm gonna wear in a music video, that's wardrobe. Like there's expenses to all of this shit. The thing that confuses me is like I get signed to a label, like that's still a loan from them. So I don't know how that fuck that shit works. I mean, yeah, music makes it back, so that's what it is. But money is just a funny thing, dog. I'm
See,
just a
that's
kid.
all right. So
Like
I'm not even in music, but someone described the label thing to me, and it
I've
blew
never thought
my mind.
about like I quickly resolved. Sorry, I quickly resolved my thoughts, but I don't know. I feel like that might how do labels pay taxes? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Your
that.
money gets taxed. So if you get like an advance, you have to pay the taxes on that, like it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
part of your salary.
No, 100%. But I'm saying like a label, like they could just like, what do they even pay on taxes? Like I don't even know.
Well, they have to, bro, everything's taxed. That's the crazy
No,
thing.
that's the
Like,
crazy. Shit.
I
Like
was told
yeah,
that 40%, I should just keep 40% of everything I make to the side. And I'm like, damn, that's 40% of everything I make. You know what I mean? Like
That's a large
that's
amount.
a large chunk, but it's like, yeah, but
A
then
large
go get a
chunk.
job where you have to listen to them and that's how they control your time, you know?
Yeah. Nah, that's wild for real.
But it's good that you're young because you should learn that shit. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to get fucked.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know how like the logistics
Have
work,
you
but
ever had
taxes.
have you had like predators in the industry come
Oh
after
yeah,
you?
there's definitely some people's, but also like I ain't gonna lie, like I got two great managers who people know that they can't really run game on. You know what I'm saying? Like my lawyer is $500 an hour, bro. Like yeah, it's not fucking with me, dog. Like my man is like the city girl's lawyer, my
Shout
G.
out
Like
Baba. One
yeah,
of
bye bye,
your
and shout out Dante Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
motherfuckers know that they can't run game on motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. Like we shut that down real quick if it comes towards us. You know what I mean?
How
You
did
got
you know to work with them?
it kind of really came together pretty naturally, dog. Like so, funny story. So I DM'd Dante when I was about like 15 to 16. And I just like put out like my first tape ever. And I was like, yo, like, you should fuck with me. Like, I'm an artist. Da 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 da. No response. Understandably, it was like some weird shit to do. I had like 1,000 followers. And I literally just looked up like best A&Rs, like, and I was just like, who like signed people that might like fuck with me, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, him, yeah, whatever. Nothing really happened. 2 years later, he adds me on Instagram one day, and I'm just like, oh shit, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I wonder if you seen the fucking DM. I'm like, that's so embarrassing, like, geez, I hope he doesn't see that, like whatever. And I was doing a show, and I hit like he like commented on some shit, and I was like, salute, da 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 da. And I thought he still lived in New York, but he lives in LA. But I was doing a show in LA like 2 weeks later. It was like 25 motherfuckers in like a warehouse, like for real. But he came to that shit. We went and had tacos after, chopped it up, locked in, whatever. It was on some like, yo, I'm not really trying to manage nobody, but like, like keep me in the loop, let me know, da 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 da. I got back, my man Emilio Craig.
Shout out Emilio.
Yeah, man, that's my OG right there. One of the illest spitters out here, you know what I'm saying? One of the most creative minds that I've ever met for real. But he brought me to Baba. Like I'd already known Baba just through, shit. Like it was really funny because they put me in the recap video for the Alchemist and Rock Marcy pop-up, and like mad people tagged me in it. Like they were like Lord Sco appearance, like, and he like mad people tagged me, so he seen me and added me. And I like chopped it up with him like 1 or 2 times. Like I remember we talked about like Pete Rock once, like some random shit. And then Emilio signed him his shit and was like, yo, you should fuck with Youngin. And then Baba was like, yo, this is pretty ill. Like, what's the word? And then we started to build, and I looped him in, and then we kind of tied it all together. I was like, yo, I also got Dante here. Like, what's the word? We tied it all together, bang bang. You know what I'm saying? And now Dante and Baba are a very powerful partnership. You know what I'm saying? But
But it was
how
all
Dante,
up an energy thing. You just knew that those were the people to work with.
well, they knew each other too. Like I didn't introduce them, but like this is the first time that they had worked on something together, and it's actually funny as to how Dante found me, super random, and one of the biggest blessings that's ever fallen upon my lap was your old Droog sent Dante my music and was like, yo, you would fuck with this kid. I've never met Drew. I've never interacted with him, like anything. Like I was on like a list with him when Museum dropped, like best albums or like best New York rappers or whatever. Like I think he might have seen that and been like, "Who the fuck is this motherfucker?" And then listen to him like, "Oh, he's not bad." But the fact that he went, took the chance to listen to it, and then not only sent it to someone, but sent it to Dante Ross, especially when he's known for being a fucking hater, is like a pretty ill thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Drew's a dope artist.
Yeah, man. So that's super dope. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. I definitely look forward to meeting Drew someday because I've still never spoken to him. I don't even like. There's this nights when I'm drunk and I'm like, yo, should I just DM him and be like, yo, like you're the man? But like, like we've communicated like through Dante before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I've never really like
Just do it.
spoken.
You should just do it. You
You
don't
think
have
I
to be
should do it?
drunk. You don't have to be drunk one night.
But like, I
You know how
want to
much,
do it on like,
bro? You know how much I've gotten from just DMing motherfuckers? Everything I've gotten has just been from DMing
nah,
motherfuckers.
you're right, you're right. But I don't even want anything from him. It's not like I'm like,
No, but I mean, just to be like, he appreciates you as an artist. You appreciate him as an artist. So you can just
right.
say that. I don't mean like we have to, because you don't even work with artists really. Like,
Nah, I do.
yeah,
Like there gonna be some names on the next project for sure. I don't
okay.
know about
Because I
you,
don't
but
really see you as like, you're not like a huge collab artist, I feel.
yeah, like I don't look, bro. Like people be like, "Yo, we got to do a collab EP all the time." I'm like, no, like that's not my thing. Like we're not having a prodigy, my G. Like we got to both establish something. Like, and it's not even no diss to them. It's not even about being bigger or smaller than someone. Like I've had artists who are bigger than me asked to do ones, and I've had artists that are smaller than me asked to do ones. And it's like I just feel like I need to establish myself more and get my name like so people know me before people like find me off like a collab. You know what I mean? Like
I totally.
I want it to be something where like people ask for it and then we give it to them, right? Because if we're gonna lock in and do a whole series of joints together, like there gotta be a demand for that. So how about you jump on my album? I'll jump on your album. People be like, yo, y'all are a dope combo. Y'all should make an EP. Fucking do some shows together. And if people are really building up and people really want it, let's fucking do it. But like, let's both kind of like get our shit straight first, though. You know what I'm saying?
But you still should just like you can reach out and say you're appreciating. It's no like
Oh
ride
yeah.
riding
I just
shit.
feel like the thing is I'm definitely not against that, but I also feel like I might have like expired the timeline to do that. Just because that happened like well over a year ago, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Bro, a year for you is very different than a year for someone like him. I'm just being straight up. He's older than you. Time's faster. You know what I mean? Like a year for you feels way longer when you're
Nah, you're right.
my age, which is like 6 years older. You know what I mean? It's like time just goes by faster.
Nah, word. Sorry, my sister's texting me.
Oh, all good. We're almost wrapping up anyway. Can you drop any of the names that are going to be on the next project?
Uh I don't want to drop too many, but I say I got somebody in the
A
tuck.
fucked up exclusive. I never ask for those.
No. I say I got some shit in the tuck with my man with Dell the Funky Homo Sapien.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, yeah. So you'll see him on the next joint, and
That's crazy. That's not who I expected you to say.
yeah, I mean I got shit with people's. I'm working with Static a lot recently. So me and Static have plans on working on a project this year. But
Uh,
I've like kind of put that out there. Like he's also kind of put that out there. Like that's not like a top secret um thing. But I definitely want I've been working with Fraud recently. So you might see a Harry Fraud beat or two on the album. Um, you know what I'm saying?
that's dope as hell. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
New project you just did with RXK is amazing.
Yeah, dog. Fraud is a good dude, man. He's a really solid person, man. Like he's a really cool, like he got a good energy to him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a fake ID
It's
or you
coming
just
in.
got clout?
I mean, I haven't like see
Let's
like
see if
so
I can
far it's
find
just been
mine.
off cloud. I'm getting the fake ID like literally like this week just to
Allegedly. Allegedly, everybody. He's
right,
allegedly getting
right,
it
right.
this week. I want to make merch that has my I can't find it. I have my old fake ID and I want to make merch that's just my old fake ID.
That's pretty dope.
Because I got the first time I did comedy was in LA using my fake ID.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a dope
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
With,
a
with bucked up on the back.
yeah, we're bucked up and then it's just literally the
Nah, that's dope. I rock with that. I definitely rock one of those, my G.
I appreciate you doing this, bro. We're gonna do one in person, but I wanted to have you
Oh
on.
yeah.
And
Nah, hell yeah. Let's
this was
definitely
a good conversation even through Zoom.
nah, most definitely my G. And let's definitely lock in. Either next time you in New York or Mass, I definitely fuck with the vibes, with the energy, maybe next next project we could do one for that one for the press
Let me
run.
know when you're a mess. I'll come in. You can't drive, but I'll pick you up. I'll
Fucked
show
up
you.
press run. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'll show you the mess. A good nut time and mess. Pause.
Please do, my G. Yes. Pause on that. Yeah, nah, it'll be dope.
Where can
Got it.
people find your shit?
Lord Sko, Lordsko. It's a space between the Lord and the Sko. The Newport Lord, Jeff Hardy, Uptown shit. You know what I'm saying? We on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever it is, wherever you can find music. I got vinyl available. I got t-shirts available.
If you
I
have
got
Amazon Music, you're broke.
yeah, word, man. Yeah, I mean, yo, but I'm still on Amazon Music for y'all, though, you heard? But guess what? LordSko.com. I own that shit too, though, you heard? And Lordsko on Instagram, Lordsko. Don't forget it, my G. Yeah.
Thank you for doing this, bro. This is dope as hell.
Hell yeah. You
Like
already
and
know.
subscribe, everyone.
My man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey.